Stop scrolling for a moment, because this message reached you for a reason. There are moments when your heart feels something before your mind understands it. There are moments when you feel a quiet pull inside, a gentle whisper telling you, "Listen carefully, there is something here for you." I have seen the nights you stayed awake while the world was sleeping. I have seen the thoughts you never spoke aloud. I have seen the silent battles you fought with a smile on your face. I have seen the moments when you encouraged others, while your own heart was searching for strength. I know the questions you have carried. I know the prayers you whispered when no one was near. I know the times you wondered if your efforts mattered, if your kindness was noticed, if your tears had meaning. Listen closely. You were never invisible to me. When people only saw your outside, I saw the weight you carried inside. When others judged your situation, I understood your story. When you felt forgotten, I was still near. When you thought nothing was changing, I was still working in places your eyes could not see. My child, you have spent so much time trying to be strong that sometimes you forget you are allowed to rest in my presence. You were never created to carry every burden alone. You were never created to solve every problem by your own strength. You were never created to walk through storms without my guidance. There were moments when you asked, "Why is this happening? Why is this taking so long? Why do I feel stuck when I am trying so hard?" I heard every question. But understand this. A delay in your journey does not mean I have left your journey. A quiet season does not mean an empty season. Sometimes the deepest work happens where no one can see it. A seed does not grow in the spotlight. It grows hidden beneath the ground. Before the world sees the fruit, there is a season of preparation. And that is what I have been doing inside you. I have been strengthening places that were weak. I have been healing wounds you learned to ignore. I have been teaching you patience, wisdom, compassion, and faith. Do not hate the season that shaped you. The storms you survived taught you things comfort never could. The disappointments showed you where your true foundation stands. The closed doors protected you from paths that were never meant for your purpose. There were times you cried because something ended, but you did not see what I was preparing ahead. There were times you begged for something to stay, but I saw what it would do to your heart. There were times you thought you lost something valuable, but I was leading you toward something your soul truly needed. Trust my wisdom even when you cannot understand my timing. I see beyond today. I see the road ahead. I see the doors, the people, the opportunities, and the moments that are still waiting for you. Do not allow yesterday's pain to steal today's faith. You have carried old words spoken against you for too long. You have remembered criticism more than truth. You have allowed moments of rejection to make you question your worth. But listen, your value was never decided by people. Your purpose was never canceled by disappointment. Your story was never finished because of one difficult chapter. I am still writing. The same hands that formed the stars know how to guide your life. The same voice that calmed storms knows how to calm the storm inside your heart. When fear speaks, remember my peace. When doubt speaks, remember my faithfulness. When the past speaks, remember my grace. Do not keep returning to places in your mind where I already helped you move forward. You keep asking me to create something new, but sometimes you keep holding what I am asking you to release. Release the fear. Release the bitterness. Release the need to understand everything before trusting me. Faith is not believing only when everything is clear. Faith is walking with me even when the next step is all you can see. I'm not asking you to understand the entire road. I am asking you to trust the one walking beside you. Look back for a moment. Think about everything you thought you would never survive. The situations that broke your heart. The nights you wondered how you would continue. The moments when you felt completely exhausted. Yet you are still here. That is not an accident. There is still purpose within you. There is still a reason for your life. There are still chapters ahead that you have not experienced. Do not close the book because one page was painful. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep choosing love. Keep choosing forgiveness. Keep choosing hope. The world may measure success by what people own, what people achieve, or what people show on the outside. But I look deeper. I see the heart that keeps loving after being hurt. I see the person who continues praying even after waiting. I see the soul that still chooses kindness in a world that can feel cold. Those things matter to me. Your quiet faith matters. Your small steps matter. Your unseen obedience matters. Nothing given with love is wasted. Every act of kindness, every prayer, every moment you chose what was right when no one was watching, I saw it. And I am teaching you something important. Do not live only waiting for blessings. Learn to recognize the blessings already around you. The breath you have today, the opportunity to grow, the chance to love, the chance to begin again. Every morning carries a reminder that your story continues. So lift your heart again. Stand again. Believe again. You are not walking into the future alone. I am already there. Before you arrive, I am preparing the way. Before you speak, I know your heart. Before you ask, I understand your need. Stay with this message until the end because there are words ahead that your heart needs to hear. There is encouragement for the places inside you that have been tired for too long. If these words touched your heart and you believe I am guiding your steps, write, "I trust you" in the comments as a sign of faith. Take a moment to like this message, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today. If these words bring peace to your heart and you feel happy with this ministry, you can support this work through the link given below so more hearts can receive encouragement. Remember this: you are seen. You are loved. You are being guided. And the story I am creating within you is not finished yet. I am still working. I am still leading. I am still with you. Amen. Listen carefully because there is something I want your heart to understand today. The moments you thought were wasted were not wasted. The years you thought were lost were not outside my sight. The roads that felt confusing, the seasons that felt silent, the days when you wondered if anything was moving forward, I was still present. You looked at the outside and saw waiting. I looked deeper and saw preparation. You saw delays. I saw growth. You saw closed doors. I saw protection. You saw unanswered questions. I saw a greater story being formed. There were moments when you asked, why did I have to experience that pain? Why did I have to walk through that disappointment? Why did I have to face something I never expected? I know those questions were not easy. I heard them. I heard the prayers spoken through tears. I heard the words you could not even say because your heart was too tired. I understood every silent moment when you simply looked upward hoping I knew what you needed. And I did. My child, I was never confused about your journey. Even when your path looked broken, my hands were still able to restore. Even when your plans changed, my purpose did not disappear. Even when people misunderstood your season, I knew exactly where you were. Remember Joseph. He had dreams before he had answers. He carried a calling before he saw the fulfillment. He walked through rejection, betrayal, and loneliness before he understood the bigger picture. There were moments when Joseph could have believed his story was finished. But I was working. The pit was not the end. The prison was not the end. The betrayal was not the end. Every place that looked like a setback became part of preparation. And I want you to understand something about your own life. One difficult chapter cannot erase everything I am still doing. You may not understand why certain doors closed. You may not understand why some people walked away. You may not understand why certain prayers unfolded differently than you expected. But one day you will look back and see that my hand was guiding you even through the unknown. Do not let confusion convince you that I am absent. Sometimes I work quietly. The roots of a tree grow silently before anyone sees its strength. A foundation is built beneath the surface before a house rises. A heart is shaped privately before it carries greater responsibility. The hidden season matters. The quiet season matters. The waiting season matters. You have asked me for new things, but I have been preparing a new strength inside you first. Because what I place in your hands must be supported by what I build in your heart. I do not only care about where you are going. I care about who you are becoming. I am shaping patience where frustration once lived. I am growing wisdom where confusion once stayed. I am teaching forgiveness where pain once created walls. I am bringing peace into places where fear once controlled your thoughts. Do not underestimate what is happening inside you. Every time you choose faith over fear, something changes. Every time you choose kindness instead of bitterness, something grows. Every time you choose to continue after wanting to quit, strength rises within you. I see those victories. Others may not notice. Others may not celebrate. But I see. I see when you choose to pray instead of giving up. I see when you choose love when anger feels easier. I see when you keep your heart soft after life has given you reasons to become hard. Those moments matter. Your character matters. Your heart matters. Do not spend your whole life chasing approval from people who cannot see what I placed inside you. People see moments. I see the complete story. People see mistakes. I see transformation. People see where you have been. I see where I am leading you. Do not allow your past to become a prison. Learn from yesterday, but do not live there. You cannot walk into a new season while carrying every burden from the old one. Release what has already taught you its lesson. Forgive what keeps stealing your peace. Let go of what keeps pulling your heart backward. Forgiveness does not mean the pain was small. It means you trust me enough to heal what happened. Give me the places you hide from everyone else. Give me the memories that still hurt. Give me the fears that still whisper at night. I am not asking you to pretend you are strong. I am inviting you to find strength in me. You do not have to perform. You do not have to hide. You do not have to carry a perfect image. Come with honesty. Come with your questions. Come with your tired heart. I already know everything about you, and I still call you closer. You are not loved only on your best days. You are not remembered only when you feel strong. You are not valuable only when you succeed. My love reaches deeper than your changing circumstances. When you fall, rise again. When you feel weak, come closer. When you feel uncertain, hold on. A storm does not mean the sun disappeared. Clouds may cover the sky, but they cannot remove what is still shining above them. In the same way, difficult moments may make it harder to see hope, but they cannot remove my presence. I am still here. I am still guiding. I am still bringing light. There are things you worried about that I have already prepared answers for. There are paths you have not reached yet where I have already made a way. There are moments ahead where you will understand why you had to keep going. So do not quit in the middle. Do not stop because today feels heavy. A tired heart can be renewed. A broken dream can find new direction. A wounded soul can experience healing. Your story is not only about what happened to you. It is also about what I can create through you. Your compassion may come from places where you once cried. Your wisdom may come from lessons you never wanted but learned. Your strength may come from battles no one saw. Nothing placed in my hands is wasted. So today, breathe again. Hope again. Believe again. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are growing. You are learning. You are walking forward one step at a time. If these words reach the place in your heart that needed encouragement, write, "I believe" in the comments as a sign that you are choosing faith over fear today. And continue listening until the end, because there are still words ahead that will help you release what has been weighing on your spirit and remind you of the strength I placed within you. Remember this: the season that challenged you did not destroy you. The storm that tested you did not defeat you. The road that confused you did not remove my guidance. I was with you yesterday. I am with you today. And I will walk with you into everything still ahead. Amen. Listen closely, because today I want to speak to the part of your heart that still wonders if things can change. I know there have been moments when you looked at your life and quietly asked, will this ever become different? Will I ever move beyond this struggle? Will the heaviness I feel ever become lighter? I heard those thoughts. Even the thoughts you never turned into prayers reached me. I saw you trying to stay strong when your heart felt tired. I saw you encouraging others while you were searching for encouragement yourself. I saw you giving love while secretly wondering if anyone understood how much you needed it too. Nothing about your journey has been hidden from me. There were moments when you thought you were standing alone, but you were never abandoned. There were moments when you thought silence meant distance, but I was closer than you realized. Sometimes the greatest growth happens in seasons where you cannot see anything changing. Think about the night before sunrise. The darkness is deepest right before the morning begins. But the darkness never has the final word. Light comes, a new day begins. The same is true for your life. The challenges you face today are not greater than the purpose I placed inside you. The pain you experienced is not stronger than the healing I can bring. The mistakes behind you are not more powerful than the grace ahead of you. Do not allow one season to define your entire story. My child, I know the battles you never tell anyone about. I know the thoughts you fight when everything becomes quiet. I know the memories that still visit your mind. I know the moments when you wonder if you should have done something differently. But listen carefully. You cannot change yesterday by living inside regret. You can only surrender yesterday and allow me to guide today. Regret keeps looking backward. Faith takes the next step forward. You have spent enough time replaying what hurt you. Now allow yourself to learn, grow, and continue. The past was a chapter. It was not the entire book. There are still pages ahead. There are still moments you have not experienced. There are still opportunities waiting beyond what you currently see. Do not judge your future by the pain of your past. I create new beginnings in places where people only see endings. Look at the stories of those who walked before you. Moses doubted his ability. David faced giants. Peter experienced failure. Yet I still worked through their lives. Their weaknesses did not stop my purpose. Their struggles did not erase their calling. Their imperfect moments did not make them useless. So why do you believe your imperfections can stop what I am doing in you? I do not require you to pretend. I ask you to trust. I do not ask for a perfect performance. I desire a willing heart. Every day you choose to rise again matters. Every day you choose hope matters. Every day you choose kindness when life has been difficult matters. I see those decisions. People may celebrate large victories, but I see the hidden victories. The moment you held your peace instead of speaking in anger. The moment you forgave when holding bitterness felt easier. The moment you prayed even though you were tired. The moment you continued when giving up looked easier. Those moments shaped you. Those moments strengthened you. Those moments showed growth. Do not compare your journey with someone else's. A flower does not lose beauty because another flower blooms first. The sun and the moon shine at different times, but both have purpose. Your timing does not have to match someone else's timing. Your path does not have to look like someone else's path. Walk the road I have placed before you. Comparison steals gratitude. Comparison makes you ignore what is already growing in your own life. Look around. There are gifts you have overlooked because you were focused on what was missing. There are blessings you walked past because your eyes were fixed only on what had not arrived yet. Slow down. Notice. Be thankful. A grateful heart can find light even in difficult seasons. I am teaching you not only how to receive, but how to recognize. Because many people receive blessings, but never enjoy them because they are always searching for the next thing. Peace is not found only when every problem disappears. Peace is found when you know you are not facing those problems alone. I am with you in the valley. I am with you on the mountain. I am with you in the waiting. I am with you in the breakthrough. Your circumstances may change, but my presence remains. When fear tells you that you cannot continue, remember how far you have already come. You survived days you once thought would break you. You overcame moments you thought were impossible. You found strength when you believed you had none left. That strength was not an accident. I was helping you rise. I was giving you courage one day at a time. And I am still doing that now. So stop speaking defeat over your own life. Stop saying nothing will change. Stop saying you are too late. Stop saying you are not enough. Speak with faith. Speak with hope. Speak with trust. Words shape the atmosphere of your heart. Fill your heart with truth. You are learning. You are growing. You are moving forward. Even small steps count. A journey is completed one step at a time. Do not despise small progress. Small seeds can become great trees. Small acts of faith can create lasting transformation. Today, choose one step. Choose forgiveness. Choose prayer. Choose kindness. Choose courage. Choose to believe again. You do not need to solve everything today. You simply need to walk with me today. Tomorrow will have its own steps. I will guide you there too. Right now, release the pressure of needing every answer. Rest. Breathe. Trust. Your story is still unfolding. Your heart is still healing. Your purpose is still alive. If these words are speaking to your heart, and you believe that I am still working in your life, write, I receive in the comments as a step of faith today. Stay connected until the end because every part of this message is meant to strengthen your heart, renew your hope, and remind you that your journey is not finished. Remember this. You are not forgot in the waiting. You are not abandoned in the storm. You are not defined by yesterday. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep believing. The same hands that carried you through yesterday are guiding you into tomorrow. Amen. Listen carefully, because the words you are hearing right now are meant to reach the places inside your heart that you have kept hidden for a long time. I know there are things you never talk about. I know there are memories you carry quietly. I know there are questions you keep inside because you feel no one would truly understand. You have walked through seasons where you smiled in front of people but carried a storm inside. You helped others find hope while secretly asking when your own heart would feel lighter. You showed strength because you thought you had no other choice. But I saw everything. I saw the tears that never touched your face because you held them back. I heard the prayers that had no words. I understood the pain that you could not explain. You were never invisible to me. There were moments when you wondered why certain things happened the way they did. You looked at closed doors and thought you were rejected. You looked at delays and thought you were forgotten. You looked at difficult seasons and wondered if your prayers mattered. They mattered. Every prayer mattered. Every step mattered. Every moment you continued mattered. My child, sometimes what feels like rejection is redirection. Sometimes what feels like a loss becomes the very place where a new beginning starts. You may only see the piece you are holding today, but I see the entire picture. You may only see the chapter you are living now, but I know the story that is still unfolding. Do not allow a temporary storm to convince you that the sun will never shine again. Storms pass. Seasons change. Healing comes. Strength returns. The same ground that experiences heavy rain later produces growth. Your tears have not been meaningless. Your struggles have not been without purpose. Your waiting has not been empty. I have been teaching you things that comfort could never teach. I have been showing you strength you never knew was inside you. I have been shaping your heart in ways you could not recognize at the time. Think about a diamond. It is formed under pressure. Think about gold. It is refined through fire. Think about a seed. It breaks open before it grows. The process may not always feel comfortable, but transformation often begins in hidden places. Do not hate the process that is preparing you. Do not give up during the chapter that is developing your wisdom. The person you are becoming is being shaped by everything you have overcome. There are qualities growing inside you right now. Patience, compassion, understanding, humility, strength, faith. These things cannot always be learned in easy seasons. Some of the greatest growth comes from the places where you had to trust without seeing. Remember Daniel. He did not wait until the lions disappeared before trusting me. He trusted while he was still surrounded. Remember David. He did not wait until the giant was gone before believing. He stepped forward with faith. Remember Peter. His mistake was not the end of his story. He was restored and continued forward. So do not believe the voice that tells you your difficult moments define you. They do not. Your failures are not greater than my grace. Your weakness is not greater than my strength. Your past is not greater than the future I can create. Stop looking at yourself only through the eyes of what went wrong. Look at how much you have learned. Look at how much you have grown. Look at how many times you stood again after falling. You keep noticing your scars, but I see the healing. You keep remembering the battles, but I see the victories. You keep thinking about what you lost, but I see what you gained through wisdom. A healed heart does not mean you never experienced pain. It means pain no longer controls your future. Let me heal the places you keep protecting. Sometimes you build walls thinking they will keep pain away, but those same walls can keep love and peace from entering. Allow your heart to become soft again. Allow yourself to believe again. Allow yourself to hope again. Not everyone who enters your life will hurt you. Not every new chapter will repeat an old one. Do not punish your future because of your past. Walk forward with wisdom, but do not walk forward with fear. I am guiding you. I am teaching you. I am helping you recognize what brings peace and what removes it. Trust the quiet wisdom I place within your heart. There will be moments when you cannot explain why you need to take a different path. There will be moments when you feel guided away from something you wanted. Trust me. Sometimes protection feels like disappointment at first. Sometimes an unanswered request becomes something you become thankful for later. There are things you wanted before that you now understand were not right for you. That was growth. That was wisdom. That was my guidance helping you mature. You are not the same person you were before. You have learned. You have changed. You have become stronger. Do not keep introducing yourself to the future by the mistakes of your past. You are growing into a new season. Step forward. Today, choose peace over worry. Choose faith over fear. Choose gratitude over complaining. Choose love over bitterness. Small choices create a transformed life. Every day is an opportunity to become closer to the person you were created to be. You do not have to have everything figured out. You only need to take the next faithful step. I will guide the steps after that. When the road feels unclear, hold on. When answers seem delayed, hold on. When your heart feels tired, hold on. You are not walking alone. I am closer than the worries in your mind. I am stronger than the challenges before you. I am greater than the fears trying to stop you. There is still purpose ahead. There is still beauty ahead. There are still moments waiting that will remind you why you continued. Do not quit before you see what is still being written. If this message reached your heart, and you choose to keep trusting even during uncertain seasons, write, "I will keep faith" in the comments. Let those words be a reminder that fear will not control your journey. Continue watching until the end because there is more encouragement ahead that will help you release old burdens, rebuild your hope, and walk with renewed strength. Remember this. You are not forgotten in your hardest season. You are being strengthened. You are being prepared. You are being guided. The storm did not end your story. A new chapter is still beginning. Amen. Listen carefully, because this moment is not only about hearing words. This moment is about allowing truth to reach the places in your heart that have been tired for too long. There are parts of your journey that only I know. There are battles you fought that no one celebrated. There are sacrifices you made that no one noticed. There are times you chose what was right even when it cost you something. You wondered if anyone saw. I saw. You wondered if your patience mattered. It mattered. You wondered if your kindness was wasted. Nothing done with love is ever wasted. The world often notices what is loud, what is successful, what is visible. But I notice the quiet moments that shape the heart. I notice the forgiveness you gave when your heart was still healing. I notice the prayers you whispered when you had no energy left. I notice the times you helped someone else while you were still waiting for help yourself. Your hidden faith has never been hidden from me. My child, there were seasons when you looked around and felt behind. You watched others move forward and wondered why your path seemed different. You asked, when will my time come? But listen, a different path does not mean a forgotten path. A slower journey does not mean a failed journey. A hidden season does not mean an empty season. Every flower has its own time to bloom. Every tree has its own season to produce fruit. Every story has its own timing. Do not compare the chapter you are living with someone else's chapter. You do not see their entire journey. You do not know their hidden struggles. You only see what is visible. But I see everything. I see you. I know exactly where you are. And I know how to lead you forward. Trust the process even when it feels slow. A foundation takes time because it carries something important. The deeper the roots, the stronger the tree stands when storms arrive. I have been growing roots inside you. Roots of patience. Roots of wisdom. Roots of faith. Roots of compassion. Roots that will help you stand strong in seasons ahead. Do not reject preparation because you want the destination. Preparation protects what is coming. Think about David. Before he stood before a giant, he spent time in the fields where few people noticed him. Before the victory everyone saw, there was faithfulness no one saw. The quiet field prepared him for the public battle. Your quiet seasons are preparing you too. The small responsibilities matter. The ordinary days matter. The unseen choices matter. Never believe that nothing is happening just because nothing is visible. A seed underground looks buried, but it is actually growing. Sometimes what feels like being buried is actually being planted. There is a difference. Being buried means the story is finished. Being planted means something new is coming. And I am still bringing growth from places you thought were over. I can use the pain. I can use the lessons. I can use the waiting. I can use the things you thought disqualified you. Look at the people I have worked through before. I used people with questions. I used people with weaknesses. I used people who had fallen and stood again. Because I do not only look at ability. I look at the heart. A willing heart can become a powerful vessel. Do not say, I am not enough. Do not say, it is too late. Do not say, someone else is better. I know what I placed within you. The gifts inside you were not placed there by accident. Your compassion has a purpose. Your experiences have lessons. Your voice can encourage. Your story can help someone else keep going. The very thing you survived may become the encouragement someone else needs. So do not hide forever because of what happened yesterday. Heal, grow, rise, move forward. There is someone who needs the wisdom you gained through your journey. There is someone who needs the kindness that grew from your pain. There is someone who needs the hope you discovered in difficult places. I can bring meaning from what once felt meaningless. I can bring direction from confusion. I can bring peace after storms. Trust me with the pieces you cannot put together. You do not have to rebuild everything alone. Bring me your worries. Bring me your questions. Bring me your fears. Bring me the dreams you stopped believing could happen. Let hope return, not because every circumstance is perfect, but because you are not walking through those circumstances without me. Remember this truth. Peace is not the absence of every problem. Peace is knowing you are held even while facing them. Courage is not never feeling afraid. Courage is choosing faith even when fear speaks. Strength is not never feeling weak. Strength is knowing where to turn when weakness comes. Do not be ashamed of needing help. Do not be ashamed of needing rest. Even the strongest people need moments of renewal. A lamp cannot continue shining without being filled. Allow me to restore what life has drained. Allow quiet moments with me to refresh your spirit. Sometimes you search everywhere for answers, but your heart first needs stillness. Slow down. Listen. Notice. I have been speaking through small moments, through reminders, through wisdom, through peace, through the gentle guidance inside your heart. You are not as lost as fear tells you. You are not as far away as doubt says. You are closer than you realize. Take the next step, then the next, then the next. A mountain is climbed one step at a time. Do not fear the size of the journey. Focus on walking faithfully today. I will guide tomorrow. I know you sometimes worry about the future. You wonder what will happen. You wonder if everything will work out. But worrying about tomorrow steals strength from today. Receive today's grace. Learn today's lesson. Notice today's blessings. The future is not beyond my sight. Before you reach places you have never been, I already know the way. So rest. Your story is not finished. Your purpose has not expired. Your hope is not gone. Your heart can become joyful again. Your life can still carry beauty. If these words brought peace to your heart, and you believe that I am still guiding your journey, write, "I trust your timing" in the comments. Your words of faith may encourage someone else who is also waiting. Continue watching until the end, because there are still messages ahead that will strengthen your spirit and remind you how much your life matters. If these words have touched your heart, take a moment to share this message with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you feel happy with these words and want to help this ministry reach more people, you can support this work through the link given below. Your kindness helps spread hope to hearts searching for light. Remember this: I saw you in the waiting. I strengthened you in the struggle. I guided you through the unknown. And I am still walking with you. The chapter ahead is not empty. Keep believing. Keep moving. Keep your heart open. I am not finished working in your life. Amen. Listen closely, because today I want you to understand something your heart has been needing to hear. You have spent so much time asking why certain things happened that you have forgot to see how much you have grown through them. You are not the same person who entered those battles. You are not the same person who cried those tears. You are not the same person who once wondered if you would ever find strength again. Look at how far you have come. Look at the storms you survived. Look at the moments that tried to break your hope, but could not destroy your faith. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still moving forward. That matters. I know there were moments when you felt weak. I know there were nights when your thoughts became heavy. I know there were seasons when you wondered if anyone truly understood what you were carrying. I understood. I was there. Not only in your moments of victory, but also in the moments when you felt like you had nothing left to give. My child, do not measure my presence by how easy your situation feels. I am not only found in peaceful waters. I am with you in the storm. I am not only near when everything makes sense. I am with you in the questions. I am not only beside you when you feel strong. I am holding you when you feel weak. Many times you believed you were losing something, but you were actually learning something. You learned patience. You learned courage. You learned what truly matters. You learned that not every voice deserves your attention. You learned that your peace is valuable. You learned that sometimes walking away from what hurts you is also an act of wisdom. Every lesson has been shaping you. Do not allow pain to make you forget the wisdom you gained. Do not allow disappointment to close your heart. A heart that has been hurt can still love. A heart that has been broken can still heal. A heart that has been tired can still find new strength. Give me the places inside you that you have been afraid to open again. The places where you said, "I will never trust again." The places where you said, "I will never hope again." The places where you quietly decided it was safer not to believe anymore. Let healing begin there. Fear builds walls. Love opens doors. I do not want you living your entire life protecting old wounds instead of experiencing new blessings. What happened before was a chapter. It was not the final page. There is more ahead. There is more growth. There is more peace. There is more purpose. But you must stop carrying yesterday into every tomorrow. Release what no longer belongs in your hands. You cannot receive something new while holding tightly to what keeps hurting you. Let go of the words people spoke that made you doubt yourself. Let go of the moments where others failed to recognize your value. Let go of the belief that one rejection defines who you are. People's opinions can change. Circumstances can change. But what I placed inside you remains. You were created with purpose. You were created with meaning. Your life carries value beyond what the world can measure. Do not spend your days trying to prove your worth to those who refuse to see it. Walk in the truth of who you are. A tree does not ask permission to grow. A light does not apologize for shining. Become who you were created to become. Some people may not understand your journey. That is okay. Not everyone walked through your valleys. Not everyone saw your battles. Not everyone knows the strength it took for you to reach this moment. But I know. I saw every step. I saw every time you wanted to quit but chose to continue. I saw every time you felt discouraged but still tried again. I saw every moment when you chose faith even with unanswered questions. Those moments were not small. They were powerful. The world often celebrates the result. I see the process. I see the becoming. I see the transformation happening inside you. Trust what I am building. There are seasons where I strengthen your roots before increasing your branches. Because growth without foundation cannot stand. Do not rush what requires preparation. The strongest things are not built overnight. Mountains are formed through time. Trees grow through seasons. Wisdom develops through experience. Your journey has purpose. Even the slow parts. Even the quiet parts. Even the difficult parts. Keep walking. Remember Elijah. After great victories, he became tired and overwhelmed. But I did not meet him with rejection. I gave him rest. I renewed his strength. I reminded him that his journey was not over. And I want you to remember the same. Being tired does not mean you failed. Needing rest does not mean you are weak. Take time to renew your heart. Take time to breathe. Take time to listen. Life is not only about running toward the next destination. It is also about learning to walk with peace. Sometimes you are asking for a changed situation, but first I am bringing peace into your heart. Because when peace lives inside you, outside storms lose their control over you. Do not give fear authority over your decisions. Do not let worry become the voice you follow. Fear shows you everything that could go wrong. Faith reminds you that you are not facing it alone. Choose faith. Choose hope. Choose trust. Every morning is another invitation to begin again. Yesterday's mistakes do not have to control today's choices. Today you can speak differently, love differently, think differently, walk differently. Small changes made consistently can transform a life. Do not underestimate one faithful step, one prayer, one act of kindness, one decision to forgive, one moment of courage. Small seeds create great harvests. Continue planting what is good, even when you cannot see results immediately. A farmer does not dig up a seed every day to check if it is growing. He waters, he waits, he trusts. Do the same with your life. Keep doing what is right. Keep loving. Keep growing. Keep trusting. The growth will appear in its season. If this message is strengthening your heart, and you believe that your story is still being written, write, "I will keep going" in the comments as a declaration of faith. Let those words remind you and encourage others who may also feel tired today. Stay until the end because there are still words ahead that will help you rebuild hope, strengthen your faith, and walk into the next season with courage. Remember this: your waiting was not wasted. Your tears were not ignored. Your journey was not forgotten. I was with you in every chapter. I am with you in this moment, and I will continue guiding you into what is ahead. Keep your heart open. Keep trusting. Keep walking. The story is still unfolding. Amen. Listen carefully, because there is something I want you to remember when life feels uncertain and your heart feels tired. You do not need to have the entire future figured out before you take the next step. Many times you have looked ahead and allowed fear to create stories about things that have not even happened. You carried tomorrow's worries into today. You imagined battles before they arrived. You allowed questions about the future to steal peace from the present moment. But I want you to understand, you were never asked to carry every day at once. You were given this moment, this breath, this step, this opportunity to trust. When you try to carry the weight of your entire future, your heart becomes overwhelmed because you are holding something that was never meant to be carried all at once. Walk with me one day at a time, one step at a time, one prayer at a time, one moment of faith at a time. I know the road ahead even when you do not. I know the doors that will open. I know the lessons that will shape you. I know the strength you will discover. Nothing ahead surprises me. The path that feels unknown to you is already known to me. My child, think about every time you worried about something you thought you could never overcome. Think about the moments when you said, "I do not know how I will get through this." Yet somehow you found strength. Somehow you kept moving. Somehow you reached today. That was not because the journey was easy. It was because you were never alone. I was with you in ways you did not always recognize. I sent encouragement at the right moments. I gave you strength when yours felt empty. I placed hope inside you when everything around you told you to give up. Look back not with regret, but with understanding. Look back and see how many storms passed. Look back and see how many mountains you climbed. Look back and see how many times you thought it was over, but a new beginning came. Your past is filled with reminders that you can keep going. Do not let fear erase the evidence of how far you have already come. Sometimes you focus so much on what still needs to change that you forget what has already changed inside you. You are stronger now. You are wiser now. You understand things now that you did not understand before. The version of you who prayed for strength years ago would be amazed to see the courage you carry today. Do not ignore your growth. Celebrate the small victories. Celebrate the moments when you choose peace. Celebrate the moments when you respond with wisdom. Celebrate the moments when you continue forward. Growth is still growth even when it happens slowly. A river shapes stone not by force, but by continuing. Consistency creates transformation. Keep showing up. Keep choosing what is right. Keep planting seeds of goodness. In time, you will see the harvest. Do not become discouraged because you cannot see results immediately. A farmer trusts what is happening beneath the soil. The seed is hidden before it becomes visible. In the same way, there are things growing in your life right now that you cannot see yet. There are lessons becoming wisdom. There are struggles becoming strength. There are experiences becoming testimony. Nothing placed in my hands is wasted. Even the chapters you would not choose can become chapters that teach, shape, and prepare you. Remember Joseph. Years passed before he understood why certain things happened. The waiting was difficult. The betrayal was painful. The loneliness was real. But the story was bigger than the moment. And your story is bigger than this moment too. Do not make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. Feelings change. Seasons change. Circumstances change. Hold on to what remains steady. Hold on to faith. Hold on to hope. Hold on to love. The storm may be loud, but storms do not last forever. When you are in the middle of difficulty, it can feel like nothing will ever change. But seasons always move. Night always gives way to morning. Winter never stops spring from arriving. Your difficult season does not have authority to cancel the good that can still come. Keep your heart open. Keep believing that healing is possible. Keep believing that growth is possible. Keep believing that new beginnings are possible. I am not finished working within you. There are still parts of your heart I am healing. There are still gifts inside you I am developing. There are still lessons ahead that will help you become who you were created to be. Do not rush the process. Trust the journey. The strongest trees grow slowly. The deepest wisdom develops through time. The most compassionate hearts often come from people who have experienced pain and chosen love anyway. Your struggles did not make you less valuable. They helped reveal strength you did not know you had. You are becoming. Every day, every choice, every step. Do not compare your progress to someone else. Some people may move faster. Some people may have a different road. But their journey is not your journey. A sunrise does not compete with a sunset. Both are beautiful at their appointed time. Walk your path with gratitude. Notice the blessings around you. Notice the people who care. Notice the opportunities to grow. Notice the simple moments of peace. Sometimes you ask for greater things while overlooking the gifts already present. A thankful heart sees differently. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into reminders of goodness. So today, choose gratitude. Instead of saying, "Why is everything not perfect?" Say, "What can I learn? What can I appreciate? How can I grow?" This change in perspective will bring peace to places where worry once lived. Remember, your thoughts shape your direction. Fill your mind with truth. Do not replay every fear. Do not rehearse every disappointment. Do not keep opening old wounds that are trying to heal. Feed your faith more than your fear. What you focus on grows. Focus on hope. Focus on love. Focus on becoming better. Focus on the steps you can take today. You cannot rewrite yesterday, but you can choose differently today. You can forgive today. You can begin again today. You can choose kindness today. You can take one step toward healing today. And one step with faith is more powerful than standing still in fear. If these words are touching your heart and you choose to trust the journey even when you cannot see everything ahead, write, "I choose faith" in the comments. Let your words become a reminder that fear does not control your future. Keep listening until the end, because there are still messages ahead that will bring strength, wisdom, and encouragement for the next chapter of your life. Remember this: you are growing even when you cannot see it. You are moving forward even when progress feels slow. You are becoming stronger through every season. Do not give up on the story still being written. The road ahead may be unknown to you, but you are not walking it alone. I am guiding. I am strengthening. I am with you. Amen. Listen carefully, because there are moments in life when you must stop looking at how far you still have to go and recognize how much strength has already been created within you. You keep seeing the mountain ahead. I see every mountain you already climbed. You keep noticing the prayers still waiting for answers. I remember every moment when you thought you could not continue, yet you found courage to take another step. You keep asking, "Am I becoming stronger?" And I want you to look back. Look at the situations that once scared you but no longer control you. Look at the pain that once felt impossible to survive but became part of your growth. Look at the moments that tested your heart but also revealed your perseverance. You have changed more than you realize. You have grown more than you can see. You have learned lessons that only experience could teach. Do not ignore the transformation happening inside you. My child, sometimes you are so focused on reaching the destination that you forget the journey itself is shaping you. A person does not become patient without moments that require patience. A person does not become courageous without facing situations that require courage. A person does not develop deep faith without walking through seasons where trust is needed. Every chapter has been teaching you. Every season has been shaping you. Even the difficult ones. Especially the difficult ones. I know you did not enjoy every lesson. I know some moments hurt. I know some situations left questions in your heart. But what tried to weaken you also revealed a strength you did not know you carried. The storm showed that your roots were deeper than you believed. The pressure showed that your faith was stronger than you imagined. The waiting showed that your hope could survive. Do not call yourself weak because you became tired. Even strong people need renewal. Even faithful hearts need encouragement. Even those who carry light sometimes need to rest. Rest is not failure. Rest is preparation. A field cannot produce endlessly without seasons of renewal. A person cannot pour into others without also being filled. Allow yourself to receive peace. Allow yourself to slow down. Allow yourself to breathe. You do not need to prove your value by constantly carrying everything. Your worth is not measured by how much pressure you can hold. Your value is not based on how many people depend on you. You are valuable because of who you are. Remember this. You are not only here to work. You are here to love. You are here to grow. You are here to experience the beauty of the life placed before you. Do not become so busy surviving that you forget to truly live. Notice the small blessings. A peaceful morning. A kind conversation. A moment of laughter. A lesson learned. A chance to begin again. Sometimes the greatest gifts arrive quietly. Do not miss them while waiting for something bigger. Gratitude opens your eyes to what has already been given. Many people spend their whole lives chasing tomorrow and never recognize today. But today matters. This moment matters. The people around you matter. The choices you make now matter. Use today with wisdom. Speak with kindness. Listen with patience. Forgive with courage. Love with sincerity. The small things you do every day are creating the person you become. A life is built one decision at a time. Choose carefully what you allow into your heart. Not every thought deserves a home. Not every fear deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves your energy. Protect your peace. There will always be voices telling you that you are not enough. There will always be reasons to doubt. There will always be situations you cannot control. But you can choose where you place your focus. Focus on truth. Focus on growth. Focus on what is still possible. Do not let temporary emotions create permanent limits. A difficult day does not mean a difficult life. A painful chapter does not mean an unhappy ending. A mistake does not mean your purpose is gone. You are still learning. You are still becoming. You are still moving. Think about Peter. He had moments of courage and moments of weakness. He stepped forward in faith, but he also experienced failure. Yet failure was not where his story ended. Growth came after the mistake. Purpose continued after the fall. That is what I want you to understand. Do not stay trapped in the place where you fell. Rise. Learn. Move forward. The lesson matters more than the mistake. The growth matters more than the failure. Your willingness to continue matters more than the moments you struggled. Give yourself the same patience you often give others. You encourage people when they are hurting. You remind others they can continue. Now receive that same compassion for yourself. Speak to yourself with kindness. Stop repeating words that only create discouragement. The words you speak over your life matter. Speak hope. Speak wisdom. Speak faith. Say, I am learning. Say, I am growing. Say, this chapter is not the end. The direction of your thoughts influences the direction of your steps. A heart filled with fear hesitates. A heart filled with faith moves forward. Today, take another step. It does not need to be a huge step. Small faithful steps still create progress. One moment of forgiveness. One moment of courage. One moment of gratitude. One moment of choosing peace. These things change a life. Do not underestimate what happens quietly. The strongest roots are never seen, but they hold the tree through storms. In the same way, the unseen growth happening inside you is preparing you for what comes next. Trust the process. Trust the lessons. Trust that your journey has meaning. There will come a day when you understand why certain seasons taught you what they did. There will come a day when the wisdom you gained helps someone else. There will come a day when you look back and realize you were becoming stronger the entire time. Until then, keep walking, keep trusting, keep choosing what is right. Do not surrender your hope because of a difficult moment. Hope is a light that helps you continue when the road feels long. Hold on to that light. If these words are encouraging your heart today and you believe that every season can have a purpose, write, "I am growing" in the comments. Let your words remind you that your journey is not finished. Continue listening until the end, because there is still more encouragement ahead that will help you release fear, strengthen your faith, and walk with a renewed heart. Remember this: you are stronger than the moments that challenged you. You are more than the mistakes behind you. You are still becoming the person you were created to be. Keep moving forward. Keep your heart open. Keep believing. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to speak to the part of you that has been waiting for a sign that you are still moving in the right direction. There have been moments when you wondered if your steps mattered. There have been moments when you looked at your life and asked, "Am I making progress? Am I becoming better? Is anything really changing?" I want you to understand something important. Growth is not always loud. Healing is not always visible. Transformation does not always announce itself. Sometimes the greatest changes happen quietly inside your heart. A tree does not make noise while its roots grow deeper. The sunrise does not shout before it brings light. A seed does not look powerful while it is hidden beneath the ground. But something is happening. Something is changing. Something is growing. And the same is true within you. You may not notice every small step, but I see them. I see the way you handle situations differently than before. I see the patience you are learning. I see the wisdom forming from your experiences. I see the compassion that grew from places where you once felt pain. Do not ignore the progress just because the journey is not complete. My child, you often judge yourself by how far you still need to go, but I want you to recognize how far you have already come. Think about the battles that once controlled your thoughts. Think about the fears that once felt impossible to overcome. Think about the moments you thought would stop you forever. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still learning. You are still growing. That means something. Never allow the difficulty of the journey to make you forget the strength that has been developed along the way. You have been shaped through every season. The joyful seasons taught you gratitude. The painful seasons taught you compassion. The waiting seasons taught you patience. The uncertain seasons taught you trust. Nothing has been without purpose. Even when you could not understand it, something was being created inside you. There were times you prayed for the situation to change, but first I was strengthening your heart. Because a stronger heart can walk through places a fearful heart cannot. A peaceful heart can handle things that once felt overwhelming. A wise heart can recognize doors that are truly meant to open. Do not only ask for your circumstances to become different. Allow yourself to become different. Allow growth. Allow wisdom. Allow maturity. There are blessings that require preparation. There are responsibilities that require character. There are new chapters that require a new mindset. I am not only leading you somewhere. I am shaping who you become along the way. Remember the story of Moses. Before he led others, he spent years being prepared. Before he stood with courage, he had moments of uncertainty. Before he became a leader, he learned humility. The preparation was part of the calling. Your preparation matters too. Do not dislike a season simply because it is quiet. Quiet seasons can create deep strength. Do not think nothing is happening because others cannot see it. Some of the most important work happens beneath the surface. A foundation is never the most visible part of a building, but everything depends on it. Your foundation is being strengthened. Your heart is being prepared. Your understanding is becoming deeper. Trust the process. You have spent too long being hard on yourself. You forgive others. You encourage others. You remind others that they can begin again. Now allow yourself to receive the same grace. Stop speaking to yourself like your mistakes are greater than your growth. Stop remembering only the times you fell. Remember the times you stood back up. Remember the lessons learned. Remember the courage it took to continue. Every person has moments they wish they could change. But wisdom comes when you stop living in regret and start growing from experience. Yesterday can teach you, but it should not control you. Let the lesson remain. Let the weight go. You cannot fully embrace today while holding every burden from yesterday. Release what no longer helps you grow. Release old fear. Release old disappointment. Release the belief that you cannot change. Every morning is another opportunity. Every breath is another reminder that your journey continues. Do not waste today fighting battles that belong to yesterday. Walk forward. There is still good ahead. There are still moments that will make you thankful you kept going. There are still people you will encourage. There are still lessons you will learn. There are still reasons to smile. Never allow a difficult season to convince you that all seasons will be the same. Winter does not last forever. Night does not last forever. Storms do not last forever. Change comes. Light returns. New beginnings happen. Keep your heart ready. Sometimes people become so focused on what hurt them that they miss what is healing them. Look for the good. Look for the growth. Look for the small reminders of hope around you. A grateful heart sees blessings that a worried heart overlooks. Today, choose gratitude. Be thankful for how far you have come. Be thankful for the strength you discovered. Be thankful for the lessons that made you wiser. Be thankful for the opportunity to continue. Gratitude changes the way you see your journey. It reminds you that even imperfect days can still contain gifts. You do not need a perfect life to have a peaceful heart. Peace begins when you stop fighting everything you cannot control and start trusting the journey one step at a time. Do what you can today. Love today. Grow today. Forgive today. Take one faithful step today. The future will unfold one day at a time. Do not let fear rush you. Do not let comparison pressure you. Do not let doubt stop you. The path created for someone else does not remove the value of your own path. Your story is unique. Your experiences are unique. Your growth is unique. Walk your journey with faith. You may not understand every chapter now, but understanding often comes later. One day you may look back and realize that the season you wanted to escape was the same season that taught you the strength you needed. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Keep becoming. If these words reached your heart and you believe that your journey still has meaning, write, "My story continues" in the comments. Let those words remind you and encourage someone else that one difficult chapter is not the end. Stay with this message until the end, because there are still words ahead that will help you find peace, renew your hope, and remember that you are never walking alone. Remember this: your progress matters. Your healing matters. Your small steps matter. The work happening inside you is valuable. Keep moving. Keep growing. Keep trusting. I am still guiding your path. Amen. Listen carefully, because there is something your heart needs to remember today. You have been looking at the pieces of your life and wondering how everything will come together. You have been looking at moments that did not make sense, situations that changed unexpectedly, and seasons that tested your patience. You have asked quietly, why did this happen? Why did this door close? Why did my journey take a path I never planned? I heard those questions. I heard the uncertainty behind them. I heard the tiredness in your heart. And I want you to understand this. A chapter that confuses you today can become a chapter you understand later. A moment that feels like an interruption can become part of a greater direction. A season that feels slow can still be creating something meaningful. You only see one page at a time. I see the whole story. My child, there were moments when you thought things were falling apart, but something deeper was being formed within you. You were learning patience when everything inside you wanted immediate answers. You were learning trust when the path ahead was unclear. You were learning strength when circumstances required courage. Nothing about your journey has been unseen. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of perseverance. I saw it all. Do not believe that your quiet faith has no value. Some of the greatest victories happen in places where no one is watching. The choice to keep believing. The choice to forgive. The choice to continue. The choice to love. Those are victories. The world may not always recognize them, but I do. Remember Noah. Before anyone understood what was happening, he continued building. Day after day, step after step. He trusted even when others did not understand. Faith sometimes means continuing before you see the result. Faith sometimes means taking the next step while questions remain. You do not need every answer before you move forward. You need trust. You need patience. You need a heart willing to keep walking. Many people give up because they cannot see what is happening beneath the surface. But a seed does not stop growing because the world cannot see it. Deep roots grow in hidden places, and I have been growing things inside you that will help you stand in seasons ahead. Wisdom, compassion, understanding, endurance, a stronger heart, a deeper faith. Do not rush the hidden work. Do not compare your timeline with someone else. Comparison will make you overlook the beauty of your own journey. Someone else's blessing does not mean you have been forgotten. Someone else's progress does not mean you are behind. Every life has different seasons. Every purpose has different preparation. Every path has different lessons. Walk your path with peace. I know exactly where you are. I know exactly what you need. And I know how to guide you forward. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is release control. You want to know every detail. You want to see every step. You want confirmation before moving. But growth often happens when you learn to walk by faith. A child holding a loving hand does not need to know every turn in the road. The child trusts the one leading. Trust me the same way. Trust my wisdom. Trust my guidance. Trust that even when you cannot see everything, you are not abandoned. You have already survived moments you once feared. You have already overcome things you once thought were impossible. Why believe that this chapter will defeat you? Look back and remember. Strength was provided. Doors opened. Lessons came. Healing started. You continued. The same guidance that carried you before is still with you now. Do not allow fear to rewrite the evidence of faithfulness in your life. Fear says nothing will change. Hope says a new day can begin. Fear says you cannot do this. Faith says take one more step. Choose the voice that brings life. Choose the thoughts that help you grow. Your mind is a place where many battles begin. Protect it. Do not fill it only with worry. Do not replay every painful memory. Do not imagine only the worst possibilities. Give space for hope. Give space for peace. Give space for gratitude. A peaceful heart sees opportunities that fear overlooks. There is still beauty around you. There are still reasons to smile. There are still things worth being thankful for. Sometimes the blessing you are asking for begins with recognizing the blessings already present. Open your eyes. Open your heart. Notice the small gifts. Every day is not perfect, but every day carries purpose. Use today well. Love someone today. Encourage someone today. Learn something today. Take a step toward becoming better today. Do not wait for perfect conditions before living with purpose. Purpose can be found even in ordinary moments. A kind word can change someone's day. A small act of love can bring hope. A simple prayer can strengthen your heart. Never underestimate small things done with love. The greatest trees begin as small seeds. The longest journeys begin with a single step. Keep planting. Keep walking. Keep believing. One day you will understand why perseverance mattered. One day you will see that the small steps were leading somewhere. Until then, continue. Do not quit because the road feels long. Do not stop because progress feels slow. The process is still working. You are still growing. You are still becoming. And I am still guiding you. If this message is giving strength to your heart, and you choose to trust even before you see the full picture, write, "I trust the journey" in the comments. Let your words become a reminder that faith continues even during waiting seasons. Keep watching until the end because there is still more encouragement ahead that will speak to your heart and help you walk with renewed hope. If this message has blessed you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you feel joy and peace from these words and want to support this ministry, you can help through the link given below so this message can continue reaching more hearts in need. Remember this: the delay did not defeat you. The waiting did not waste you. The storm did not remove your purpose. Every chapter has been shaping something within you. Keep your heart open. Keep trusting. Keep moving forward. The story is still being written. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been quietly wondering if you still have enough strength to continue. I know there have been moments when you looked strong on the outside, but inside you felt exhausted. I know there were days when people saw your smile, but never saw the silent prayers behind it. I know there were times when you encouraged everyone around you, but deep inside you were hoping someone would notice that you needed encouragement too. I noticed. I saw the strength it took to keep going. I saw the courage behind your quiet battles. I saw the moments when you chose patience instead of anger, kindness instead of bitterness, and hope instead of giving up. Nothing about your journey has been ignored. Every step mattered. Every lesson mattered. Every moment when you continued mattered. My child, sometimes you think strength means never feeling tired. But true strength is not the absence of weakness. True strength is choosing to rise again when weakness appears. Even the strongest trees bend when storms come. But their roots keep them standing. That is what I have been building inside you. Roots. Deep roots of faith. Deep roots of wisdom. Deep roots of compassion. Deep roots that cannot be seen by others, but hold you when life becomes difficult. Do not judge your growth only by what appears on the outside. The most important work often begins where no one can see. A foundation is hidden underground, but it supports everything built above it. In the same way, the lessons you have learned in private are preparing you for what comes next. Do not hate the hidden season. Do not reject the quiet process. Something valuable is happening. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming more patient. You are learning what truly matters. There were things you once chased that no longer control your heart. There were opinions you once feared that no longer define you. There were situations that once broke your peace that now teach you wisdom. That is growth. Recognize it. Celebrate it. Do not only look at what still needs to change. Look at what has already changed. Remember how far you have traveled. Remember the moments you thought you could never overcome. You survived. You learned. You grew. The storm did not destroy you. It revealed strength inside you. But now I want you to learn something else. You do not always have to live in survival mode. You do not always have to expect the next problem. You do not always have to prepare your heart for disappointment. Allow yourself to experience peace. Sometimes people become so familiar with struggle that calm moments feel uncomfortable. They keep waiting for something to go wrong. But I want you to learn how to receive good moments too. Receive joy. Receive rest. Receive love. Receive the beauty found in simple blessings. Your life is not only about surviving storms. It is also about enjoying the light after them. Look around you. There are still reasons to be thankful. There are still moments worth appreciating. There are still gifts placed along your path. A grateful heart sees what worry often misses. Gratitude does not mean everything is perfect. It means you recognize goodness even while you are still growing. Choose gratitude today. Be thankful for another chance. Be thankful for another lesson. Be thankful for another opportunity to become better. Your perspective can change how you experience your journey. Two people can walk the same road. One only sees stones. The other sees the beauty around them. Train your heart to notice hope. Train your mind to recognize what is good. Do not allow fear to become the loudest voice in your life. Fear reminds you of everything that could go wrong. Faith reminds you that you can face whatever comes. You have already overcome so much. Do not forget that. Every challenge behind you is proof that difficult moments can pass. Every healed wound is proof that restoration is possible. Every new morning is proof that the story continues. So stop telling yourself that you cannot move forward. You can, one step at a time, one day at a time, one decision at a time. Do not let the size of the mountain stop you from taking the first step. The journey may look long, but every step brings progress. Small steps still move you forward. Small changes still create transformation. Small moments of faith still matter. Think about a tiny flame. It may look small, but even a small flame can push back darkness. Your small acts of love matter. Your small prayers matter. Your small choices matter. Never underestimate what can grow from something small. A seed looks insignificant until it becomes a tree. A beginning looks simple until it becomes a story. Keep planting good things. Plant kindness. Plant forgiveness. Plant patience. Plant faith. The harvest comes from what is planted consistently. Do not stop because you cannot see results immediately. Keep going. The process is working. Your heart is healing. Your wisdom is increasing. Your understanding is growing. There will come a day when you look back and realize why certain lessons were necessary. You will see how moments of waiting taught you patience. You will see how challenges taught you courage. You will see how closed doors helped guide your direction. Until then, trust. Trust when the path feels slow. Trust when the answers take time. Trust when you are still learning. You do not need to understand everything today. You only need to continue walking with faith. The next step will come. The next lesson will come. The next chapter will come. Do not give up before you see what is still ahead. Your story contains more than what you have already experienced. There are still people to love. There are still moments to cherish. There are still opportunities to grow. There are still reasons to wake up with hope. Do not allow yesterday's pain to steal tomorrow's possibilities. Let healing have the final word. Let wisdom have the final word. Let faith have the final word. If these words are speaking to your heart, and you choose to keep believing through every season, write, "My faith is alive," in the comments. Your words may become encouragement for another person who needs strength today. Continue listening until the end because there are still messages ahead that will remind you how valuable your journey is and help you walk forward with peace. Remember this: you are not only surviving, you are growing. You are not only waiting, you are becoming. You are not only walking through a season, You are being shaped through it. Keep your heart open. Keep choosing hope. Keep moving forward. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because there are moments when you need to stop fighting against yourself and remember who you are becoming. For too long, you have looked at your weaknesses more than your growth. You have counted the moments when you fell, but you forgot to count the moments when you stood back up. You remembered the doors that closed, but you forgot the new paths that appeared. You remembered the people who walked away, but you forgot the strength you discovered when you kept moving forward. I saw all of it. I saw the moments when you felt uncertain, but still chose faith. I saw the times when your heart was tired, but you still chose kindness. I saw the days when no one encouraged you, yet you continued encouraging others. Nothing was unnoticed. Nothing was forgotten. Every quiet step mattered. My child, you often ask me to change your circumstances, but sometimes the greatest miracle begins when your perspective changes. A peaceful heart can walk through storms differently. A grateful heart can find blessings even during difficult seasons. A faithful heart can continue even when answers take time. Do not wait for everything around you to become perfect before you allow peace inside you. Peace is not only found after the storm. Peace can be found while learning to trust through the storm. Think about a ship on the ocean. The waves may rise. The winds may blow. The sky may become dark. But what keeps the ship steady is what holds it beneath the surface. Your foundation matters. Your faith matters. The truth you carry inside matters. That is why I have been strengthening you from within. Because life is not only about avoiding storms. It is about becoming strong enough to walk through seasons without losing yourself. You have been growing. You may not always feel it. You may not always recognize it. But you are not where you used to be. There were things that once controlled your thoughts that no longer have the same power. There were fears that once stopped you that you are learning to overcome. There were wounds that once defined you that are slowly becoming wisdom. Healing is happening. Keep allowing it. Healing is not always instant. Sometimes healing is learning how to smile again. Sometimes healing is learning how to trust again. Sometimes healing is learning how to wake up and believe that today can be different. Do not rush yourself. Growth takes time. A tree does not become strong in one day. A flower does not bloom the moment it is planted. Everything beautiful has a process. Respect your process. Do not compare it. Do not reject it. Do not quit during it. The world may tell you that faster is always better. But some of the most valuable things require patience. Character requires patience. Wisdom requires patience. Deep faith requires patience. You are not behind. You are being prepared. Remember Esther. There was a season of preparation before she stepped into her purpose. There was a process before the moment everyone saw. The hidden preparation mattered. Your hidden preparation matters too. The small decisions you make today are shaping the life you walk into tomorrow. Choose wisely. Choose forgiveness when bitterness calls your name. Choose patience when frustration rises. Choose hope when fear tries to speak louder. Every choice is a seed, and every seed eventually creates something. Plant what you want to grow. If you want peace, plant peace. If you want kindness, plant kindness. If you want stronger faith, practice trust. Your daily choices create the direction of your journey. Do not underestimate today. Many people wait for a huge moment and ignore the small moments that create transformation. A simple act of love matters. A simple prayer matters. A simple decision to keep going matters. I see the small things. I use the small things. Great stories are created from faithful steps. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need to know every answer. You do not need to see the entire road. Just continue walking. When you feel confused, seek wisdom. When you feel tired, receive rest. When you feel discouraged, remember how far you have already come. Look back for a moment, not to return, not to regret, but to recognize growth. There were moments you thought would destroy you. They did not. There were situations you thought you could never move beyond. You did. There were nights that felt endless. Morning still came. Let your past remind you of strength, not only pain. You have evidence that difficult moments can change. You have evidence that healing can happen. You have evidence that a new chapter can begin. Do not allow fear to convince you that tomorrow cannot be different. Fear speaks loudly, but it does not always speak truth. Fear shows problems. Faith sees possibilities. Fear says stop. Faith says take the next step. Choose the voice that helps you grow. Protect your heart from thoughts that only create discouragement. You cannot always control every situation around you, but you can choose what you allow to grow within you. Choose peace. Choose wisdom. Choose love. Choose hope. These things will guide your steps. There are still beautiful moments ahead that you have not experienced. There are still lessons that will open your understanding. There are still people who will be touched by the kindness inside you. Your journey matters more than you realize. Someone may need the encouragement that comes from your story. Someone may need the wisdom that came from your struggle. Someone may need the compassion that grew through your challenges. Nothing is wasted when it becomes a source of love. Keep becoming. Keep learning. Keep allowing your heart to grow. You are not finished. The story is still unfolding. The pages ahead are still being written. Do not close your heart because one chapter was painful. Let the next chapter begin with hope. If these words are encouraging your spirit and you believe that every season is shaping you, write, "I am ready for a new chapter" in the comments. Let your words remind your heart that the future does not have to be controlled by the past. Continue watching until the end, because there are still messages ahead that will bring peace, courage, and strength for the journey in front of you. Remember this: your struggles taught you. Your waiting shaped you. Your faith carried you. You are still growing. You are still becoming. You are still walking forward. Trust the process. Trust the journey. I am still guiding you. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to speak to the part of your heart that still wonders if the future can hold something better than what you have already experienced. You have looked at certain chapters of your life and thought, maybe the best moments are behind me. Maybe I missed my chance. Maybe too much time has passed. But I want you to understand something. Your story is not finished just because one season ended. A closed door is not the end of the journey. A changed plan is not the end of purpose. A painful yesterday does not remove the possibility of a beautiful tomorrow. You see time passing. I see growth happening. You see what did not work. I see what you learned. You see what you lost. I see the wisdom, strength, and compassion that formed inside you through every experience. Nothing placed into my hands becomes meaningless. My child, there were moments when you prayed for things to happen a certain way, but life moved differently. You wondered why. You wondered if you made mistakes. You wondered if you were forgotten. But sometimes a path changes because a greater lesson is being revealed. Sometimes what you wanted in one season would not have carried you into the person you are becoming. Growth changes what you value. Wisdom changes what you seek. Experience changes what you understand. Look at yourself now. There are things you once worried about that no longer control you. There are situations you once chased that no longer define your happiness. There are opinions you once feared that no longer have the same power. That is growth. Do not ignore it. The person you are today carries lessons the younger version of you prayed to understand. Every season has contributed something. Even the difficult ones. Especially the difficult ones. A mountain climber does not become stronger by standing at the top. Strength is created during the climb. The difficult steps. The moments of endurance. The choice to continue. That is where transformation happens. You keep asking when the destination will arrive. But I want you to notice what is happening on the journey. You are becoming more patient. You are becoming more understanding. You are becoming more aware of what truly matters. These things are valuable. The world often celebrates speed. But I value depth. Deep roots take time. Strong foundations take time. Meaningful growth takes time. Do not rush what is shaping you. There are moments when waiting feels uncomfortable because you want answers now. But patience teaches trust. Patience teaches peace. Patience teaches you that your value is not determined by how quickly something happens. A flower blooming later is still beautiful. A sunrise arriving slowly still brings light. Your timing does not need to match someone else's journey. Walk your paths. Learn your lessons. Grow at the pace needed for your story. Do not compare. Comparison steals joy from today by making you focus only on what someone else has. Look instead at what has already been placed around you. Look at the strength you gained. Look at the wisdom you carry. Look at the opportunities you still have. Gratitude opens your eyes. A grateful heart can find blessings in ordinary places. Many people wait for something huge before they allow themselves to feel joy. But joy can be found in simple moments. A peaceful morning. A meaningful conversation. A lesson learned. A heart becoming stronger. Do not miss today while waiting for tomorrow. Today has purpose. This moment matters. The choices you make now are shaping what comes next. Choose wisely. Choose words that bring life. Choose actions that create peace. Choose thoughts that build faith. Because what you repeatedly allow into your heart influences the direction of your life. If you constantly feed fear, fear grows. If you nurture faith, faith grows. If you practice gratitude, gratitude grows. The seeds you water become the things that flourish. So pay attention to what you are planting. Plant kindness. Plant patience. Plant courage. Plant hope. Even when results are not immediate, keep planting. A farmer does not abandon the field because the harvest does not appear the next morning. The farmer continues. The farmer trusts the process. Do the same. Continue doing what is good. Continue choosing what is right. Continue walking forward. Your small, faithful steps are creating something. Remember Abraham. He started walking before seeing the entire path. He trusted one step at a time. And that is what faith often looks like. Not knowing everything. Not controlling everything. But continuing with trust. You do not need to understand every detail of tomorrow to live faithfully today. Take today's step. Learn today's lesson. Receive today's peace. Tomorrow will come with its own guidance. Do not carry a weight that belongs to a day you have not reached. Many hearts become tired not because today is impossible, but because they are carrying yesterday's regret and tomorrow's fear at the same time. Release what is too heavy. Release what you cannot change. Release the need to control every outcome. You can be responsible without being consumed. You can care without carrying everything. You can plan without living in fear. Peace grows when trust becomes stronger than worry. Let that peace grow inside you. There are still things ahead that you cannot see. There are still moments that will bring joy. There are still reasons you will be thankful you continued. Do not allow a difficult chapter to convince you that the entire story is dark. One page is not the whole book. One storm is not the whole journey. One disappointment is not the whole future. Keep turning the pages. Keep walking. Keep believing. Your story is still being written. If these words are touching your heart and you believe there is still purpose ahead for your life, write, "My journey is not over," in the comments. Let those words remind you and encourage others that hope can rise again. Continue listening until the end, because the next words are meant to strengthen your heart, renew your courage, and remind you that every season has meaning. Remember this: you are not too late. You are not too far behind. You are not defined by what ended. You are growing through every chapter. Keep trusting. Keep learning. Keep your heart open. I am still leading you forward. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want you to release something that has been quietly stealing your peace. Release the belief that everything must happen exactly the way you imagined for your life to become meaningful. Sometimes you hold so tightly to one picture of how things should be that you cannot see the new things growing right in front of you. You ask, why did this change? You ask, why did this happen differently? You ask, why did I have to walk a road I never expected? I understand those questions. I understand the confusion that comes when life does not follow the plan you created in your heart. But remember this: a different road can still lead to a meaningful destination. A changed season can still carry purpose. An unexpected chapter can still become a beautiful part of your story. Do not fear change so much that you miss growth. My child, many times you have looked at what was removed from your life and called it a loss, but you did not see what you gained through the process. You gained wisdom. You gained understanding. You gained patience. You gained a clearer vision of what truly matters. Some lessons arrive through moments you would never choose, but they create qualities you would never want to lose. Think about the person you are becoming. Think about how much more compassion you carry now. Think about how much stronger your heart has become. Think about the wisdom that came from the roads you walked. Your journey has shaped you. Do not reject the person you became because the process was difficult. A beautiful garden begins with soil being moved. A masterpiece begins with unfinished pieces. A new morning begins after the darkness of night. The process is not always easy, but transformation is happening. You are learning. You are growing. You are becoming. Stop measuring your life only by what you have received. Look also at who you have become. A peaceful heart is a blessing. A wise mind is a blessing. A compassionate spirit is a blessing. The ability to love after being hurt is a blessing. The ability to hope after disappointment is a blessing. Do not overlook these gifts. Many people gain things in the world but lose peace inside. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. Protect the goodness growing within you. There will always be situations you cannot control. There will always be questions without immediate answers. There will always be moments requiring patience. But you can choose how your heart responds. You can choose faith instead of fear. You can choose forgiveness instead of bitterness. You can choose growth instead of staying trapped in yesterday. The choice you make inside often matters more than the situation outside. Remember Paul. Even in difficult places, he learned contentment. His circumstances changed, but his foundation remained strong. That is the kind of strength I am developing inside you. Strength that does not disappear when life becomes uncertain. Peace that does not depend on everything being perfect. Faith that continues even while waiting. This kind of growth is precious. Do not underestimate it. You have been asking for answers, but I have also been building endurance. You have been asking for direction, but I have also been building wisdom. You have been asking for change, but I have also been transforming your heart. The work inside you matters. Because wherever you go, your heart goes with you. A peaceful heart changes how you experience every season. A thankful heart sees blessings that others miss. A wise heart recognizes lessons hidden inside challenges. Let your heart become stronger. Let your thoughts become healthier. Let your perspective become renewed. Do not replay every painful moment again and again. You cannot heal a wound you continue reopening every day. Learn from it. Grow from it. Then allow yourself to move forward. Moving forward does not mean the past never mattered. It means the future matters too. There are still new memories to create. There are still new lessons to learn. There are still new moments of joy waiting. Do not let yesterday take the place of tomorrow. The road ahead deserves your attention. The opportunities ahead deserve your hope. The people you will encourage deserve the wisdom you have gained. Your experiences are not only for you. Sometimes the comfort you needed becomes the comfort you later give. Sometimes the lesson you learned becomes the guidance someone else needs. Sometimes the struggle you survived becomes the reason another person believes they can continue. Nothing given to me is wasted. I can use every chapter. The joyful ones, the painful ones, the confusing ones, the unexpected ones. All of them can become part of a greater story. So stop hiding because of what happened before. Stop believing you have nothing valuable to offer. Your story matters. Your kindness matters. Your presence matters. Someone's life can be touched by the love you choose to show. Small actions create powerful effects. A simple word of encouragement. A moment of patience. A decision to forgive. A choice to listen. These things matter more than you know. Keep planting goodness. Even when people do not notice. Even when results take time. Even when progress feels slow. Good seeds create good fruit. Trust the process. And remember this. You do not need to become someone else to have purpose. You do not need another person's journey. You do not need another person's gifts. Walk in what has been placed within you. Your path is unique. Your lessons are unique. Your growth is unique. Do not spend your life trying to become a copy of someone else when you were created with your own story. Be faithful with today. Use what you have. Start where you are. Take the next step. That is how transformation happens. One faithful choice after another. If these words are touching your heart and you are ready to release the past and walk forward with renewed hope, write, "I am moving forward" in the comments. Let those words become a reminder that yesterday's chapter does not control tomorrow's possibilities. Stay with this message until the end because there is still more encouragement ahead to strengthen your spirit and remind you that your life carries meaning. Remember this. Your changes have shaped you. Your lessons have strengthened you. Your journey has prepared you. Do not fear the road ahead. Walk with faith. Walk with courage. Walk with peace. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to speak to the part of your heart that has carried questions for a long time. The questions you ask when no one is around. The questions you hide behind your smile. The questions that come in quiet moments when you look at your life and wonder, am I really moving forward? Does my effort matter? Is there still something meaningful ahead for me? I know those thoughts. I know the moments when you have felt uncertain. I know the moments when you kept walking even though your heart was asking for reassurance. And I want you to understand this. Your journey has never been meaningless. Every step has been teaching you. Every season has been shaping you. Every challenge has been revealing something deeper inside you. There were moments you thought only took something from you, but they also developed something within you. Strength, wisdom, compassion, patience, understanding. The person you are today was shaped through everything you overcame. Do not look at your scars only as reminders of pain. Look at them as reminders that healing was possible. Look at them as reminders that you continued. Look at them as reminders that the storm did not have the final word. My child, sometimes you spend so much time wishing life had happened differently that you forget to appreciate how much you have grown. You cannot return and rewrite every chapter behind you, but you can choose how you carry the lessons forward. You can choose whether the past becomes a prison or a teacher. Let it teach you. Do not let it trap you. The things you experienced can create wisdom, but you must release the weight of regret. Regret says, stay where you fell. Growth says, learn and rise again. Choose growth. Choose the next step. Choose hope. Remember the story of Peter. He had a moment when he failed. He carried disappointment within himself. But that failure was not the end of his purpose. A mistake became a lesson. A broken moment became a place of restoration. A person who once felt weak became someone who encouraged many. Your lowest moments do not have permission to define your entire life. One chapter is not the whole story. One mistake is not your identity. One difficult season is not your destination. There is more ahead. There is more to learn. There is more love to give. There is more growth to experience. Do not close your heart because yesterday hurt. A closed heart may feel protected, but it also struggles to receive new joy. Allow yourself to hope again. Allow yourself to believe again. Allow yourself to experience peace again. You are allowed to move forward. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to become a new version of yourself. Do not keep wearing the labels that difficult moments placed on you. You are not your disappointment. You are not your rejection. You are not your fear. You are a life still being shaped with purpose. Every morning gives you another opportunity. Another opportunity to choose kindness. Another opportunity to grow. Another opportunity to begin again. Do not underestimate a new day. Many beautiful stories started with someone deciding, I will try one more time. Take that next step. Even if it is small. Even if no one notices. Even if progress feels slow. Small steps still move you forward. A river does not create a path through stone instantly. It continues, day after day, moment after moment. Consistency creates change. Keep showing up with faith. Keep choosing what is right. Keep becoming better. The results may not appear immediately, but growth is happening. Trust the process. You have asked for open doors, but remember that preparation often comes before opportunity. A person must develop the strength to carry what they are asking for. A tree with shallow roots cannot survive strong winds. That is why roots matter. The hidden work matters. The quiet growth matters. The lessons nobody sees matter. Do not be discouraged because your progress is not visible to everyone. The most important growth often happens privately. I see it. I see your patience growing. I see your heart changing. I see the wisdom forming inside you. I see the person you are becoming. Continue. Do not compare your process to someone else's outcome. You may see their success, but you do not see their preparation. You may see their harvest, but you do not know their planting season. Every journey has a different timeline. Walk yours faithfully. Comparison creates unnecessary burdens. Gratitude creates peace. Choose gratitude. Look for the good that already exists. Look for the lessons already received. Look for the ways you have already changed. When gratitude fills your heart, fear loses space. When hope grows, discouragement becomes weaker. Feed what you want to become stronger. If you feed worry every day, worry grows. If you feed faith every day, faith grows. Protect what grows inside you. Protect your peace. Protect your thoughts. Protect your heart. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every negative word deserves a place inside you. Learn to recognize what helps you grow and what pulls you away from peace. Wisdom is knowing what to hold and what to release. Release the old burdens. Release the fear of not being enough. Release the belief that you are too far behind. You are learning at the pace of your own journey. Keep walking. There are still moments ahead that will remind you why you did not quit. There are still opportunities you have not seen. There are still ways your story can encourage others. Your life can become a light, not because everything was perfect, but because you continued through imperfect moments. Sometimes the people who bring the greatest hope are those who understand what it feels like to need hope. Your compassion has a purpose. Your lessons have value. Your story matters. Keep your heart open. Keep allowing good things to grow. Keep believing that transformation is possible. If these words are speaking to your heart and you believe that a new beginning is still possible, write, "I welcome my new season" in the comments. Let your words remind your heart that you are not trapped by yesterday. Continue watching until the end because there are still messages ahead that will strengthen your faith and encourage you for the road ahead. And if this message has brought comfort, peace, or encouragement to your heart, share it with someone who may need these words today. If you feel happy with this message and want to help this ministry continue reaching more hearts, you can support this work through the link given below. Your support helps spread encouragement, faith, and hope to those who need it. Remember this: you are still growing. You are still healing. You are still becoming. The difficult chapters did not end your story. They became part of the wisdom you carry today. Keep walking forward. Keep trusting. Keep your heart full of hope. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to remind you of something that your heart forgets when life becomes heavy. You are not only the result of what happened to you. You are also the result of how you continued, how you learned, how you grew, and how you chose to keep moving forward when stopping felt easier. Many people see the outside of your life, but they do not know the journey behind it. They do not know the nights you had to encourage yourself. They do not know the moments when you had questions but still chose faith. They do not know the battles you fought silently while still showing kindness to others. But I know. I saw every hidden moment. I saw every quiet victory. I saw every time you chose patience when frustration tried to take control. I saw every time you chose forgiveness when bitterness tried to grow. I saw every time you chose hope when disappointment tried to convince you there was no reason to continue. Those choices mattered. Nothing done with a sincere heart disappears. My child, I want you to stop believing that your progress is too small to celebrate. You keep waiting for a huge change before you recognize growth. But transformation often happens little by little. A sunrise does not appear all at once. Slowly the darkness fades. Slowly the light increases. Slowly a new day appears. Your growth has been happening the same way. Little decisions, small steps, quiet moments, daily choices. These things are creating something within you. Do not despise small beginnings. The largest trees begin as tiny seeds. The greatest journeys begin with one step. The strongest faith often begins with a simple decision to keep trusting. So today, look at yourself with grace. Stop only seeing what you have not achieved. Notice what you have overcome. Notice the lessons you have learned. Notice the ways your heart has changed. There was a time when certain things would have broken you, but now you handle them with wisdom. There was a time when certain words would have controlled your emotions, but now you understand your worth more deeply. There was a time when fear stopped you completely, but now you are learning to take steps even when fear speaks. That is growth. Recognize it. Be thankful for it. Continue building on it. The enemy of progress is often the belief that nothing is happening. But hidden growth is still growth. A seed underground does not see the sun, yet it continues preparing to rise. You may feel like you are in a hidden season. You may feel like no one notices your effort. You may feel like your prayers, kindness, and patience are unseen. But they are seen. They matter. Keep planting what is good. A harvest comes from seeds planted faithfully. Do not stop doing what is right because results take time. Do not stop loving because others failed to love you correctly. Do not stop believing because one chapter was difficult. Your heart was created for more than survival. It was created to carry love, wisdom, compassion, and purpose. Do not let painful experiences remove the beautiful qualities within you. Protect your heart, but do not harden it. There is a difference. Wisdom creates healthy boundaries. Fear creates walls. Let wisdom guide you, not fear. Let love lead you, not past wounds. Let hope speak louder than disappointment. Every day you choose what grows inside you. Choose carefully. If you constantly return to old pain, bitterness grows. If you constantly focus on fear, worry grows. But when you practice gratitude, peace grows. When you practice kindness, love grows. When you practice faith, courage grows. Your attention is powerful. Place it on things that bring life. There will always be reasons to worry, but there will also always be reasons to be thankful. Choose what receives your focus. Remember Joshua. Before stepping into a new season, courage was required. The unknown was ahead. Challenges were ahead. But courage was not the absence of obstacles. Courage was trusting while moving forward. And that is what I want you to do. Move forward. Not because every question is answered. Not because every fear has disappeared. Not because the road is perfectly clear. Move forward because growth happens when faith becomes greater than fear. Take the next step. Have the conversation you need to have. Make the change you need to make. Release what you need to release. Begin what you have been delaying. Sometimes you wait for confidence before taking action. But many times confidence grows after you begin. Start with a step in front of you. Do not worry about the entire staircase. Just take the next step. I will guide you along the way. You have been stronger than you realize. Think about everything that tried to discourage you. Think about the moments you thought would stop your journey. Yet here you are, still learning, still hoping, still becoming. That means your story continues. Do not allow a temporary feeling to make you forget a lasting truth. Difficult days come, but difficult days also pass. Storms arrive, but storms also move on. A chapter changes. A new page begins. Hold on. There is still beauty ahead. There are still moments of joy ahead. There are still reasons to smile ahead. Your future does not have to look like your hardest season. Healing changes things. Wisdom changes things. Growth changes things. Allow yourself to believe that better days can come. Open your heart again. Dream again. Hope again. Try again. The courage to begin again is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. Many people stay stuck because they fear another disappointment. But fear of tomorrow can steal the opportunities of today. Live today with faith. Love today. Grow today. Be present today. You cannot control everything ahead, but you can choose how you walk right now. Walk with patience. Walk with humility. Walk with kindness. Walk with courage. And when you become tired, remember that rest is part of the journey too. You are not failing because you need renewal. Even strong hearts need moments of quiet. Receive peace. Receive encouragement. Receive the reminder that you do not have to carry everything alone. If these words are reaching your heart today, and you choose to keep moving forward with courage, write, "I will rise again" in the comments. Let those words remind you and encourage others that every new day carries another opportunity. Stay connected until the end because there are still words ahead that will help you strengthen your faith, release fear, and continue your journey with hope. Remember this: you are not finished. You are not stuck forever. You are not defined by your hardest moments. You are growing through them. You are learning from them. You are becoming stronger because of them. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep choosing hope. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to speak to the place inside your heart that has been waiting for permission to breathe again. You have carried so many thoughts. You have carried responsibilities. You have carried memories. You have carried concerns about things that have not even happened yet. You have tried to prepare for every possible problem because somewhere along the journey you started believing that if you carried everything yourself, you could prevent yourself from being hurt again. But listen, you were never created to carry the weight of an entire lifetime in one moment. You were created to walk one step at a time. One day at a time, one season at a time. There is wisdom in preparation, but there is pain in carrying burdens that do not belong to today. Release the weight of things you cannot control. Release the need to know every answer before you continue. Release the fear that tells you something will always go wrong. Peace begins when trust becomes stronger than worry. My child, I know why you started carrying so much. I know the moments that taught you to protect yourself. I know the disappointments that made you cautious. I know the times when you expected support but felt alone. I know. I was there. But do not allow what happened yesterday to convince you that tomorrow cannot hold something different. Your past can teach you, but it was never meant to imprison you. A lesson is something you carry forward with wisdom. A burden is something that keeps pulling you backward. Learn the difference. Carry wisdom. Release the weight. There are things you keep replaying in your mind that cannot be changed by thinking about them again. There are conversations you keep revisiting, moments you keep questioning, decisions you keep analyzing. But healing begins when you accept that you cannot rewrite yesterday. You can only choose how you walk today. And today is a gift. Today you can choose peace. Today you can choose kindness. Today you can choose growth. Today you can choose faith. Do not lose the beauty of this moment because your heart is living somewhere else. Look around. There is still good. There is still hope. There are still reasons to be thankful. Sometimes you ask for a new blessing while overlooking the quiet blessings already surrounding you. The breath in your lungs, the lessons you have learned, the strength you discovered, the opportunity to begin again. Small blessings are still blessings. Recognize them. A grateful heart changes the way you see life. Gratitude does not remove every challenge, but it reminds you that challenges are not the only thing present. There is still light. There is still love. There is still purpose. Do not let one difficult area convince you that your entire life is broken. A cloudy sky does not mean the sun disappeared. A hard chapter does not mean the story is hopeless. A painful moment does not remove the possibility of joy. Keep believing. Remember the seasons before this one. Remember when you thought you could not continue. Remember when you wondered how things would ever change. Yet you reached today. You made it through. You learned. You grew. You found strength. Do not forget the evidence of your own journey. Every challenge behind you is a reminder that difficult moments can pass. Every lesson behind you is proof that growth can come. Every healed place inside you is proof that restoration is possible. Trust the process. There are things developing in your life that you cannot fully see yet. There are seeds growing beneath the surface. There are lessons becoming wisdom. There are experiences becoming understanding. Do not dig up the seed because you are impatient for the fruit. Let growth happen. Let the process continue. Let your heart mature. The strongest things are not always the fastest things. A tree that lasts for generations grows slowly. A foundation that supports great things must be built carefully. Your preparation matters. Do not compare it. Do not rush it. Do not abandon it. Walk faithfully where you are. Sometimes you think purpose only exists in big moments. But purpose is also found in ordinary days. Purpose is in the kindness you show. Purpose is in the patience you practice. Purpose is in the love you give. Purpose is in becoming better than you were yesterday. Never underestimate small acts done with a sincere heart. A simple word can encourage someone. A simple act of kindness can restore hope. A simple choice to forgive can create freedom. Small things matter. I see them. Continue planting good seeds. Even when no one notices. Even when no one thanks you. Even when results take time. Goodness is never wasted. The love you give shapes the world around you. The patience you show creates peace. The hope you carry can become a light for someone else. You have influence in ways you do not always recognize. Someone is encouraged by your strength. Someone is learning from your kindness. Someone is inspired because you keep going. Your life speaks. Make sure it speaks hope. Make sure it speaks love. Make sure it speaks faith. The world already has enough voices creating fear. Be a voice that carries encouragement. Be a person who brings peace. Be someone who reminds others that they are not alone. Because you know what it feels like to need encouragement. You know what it feels like to need hope. The places where you once struggled can become places where you understand others deeply. Your journey has created compassion. Do not hide that gift. Use it. Let your experiences make you softer, not colder. Let your lessons make you wiser, not bitter. Let your growth make you stronger, not distant. You still have so much love to give. You still have so much life to experience. Do not close yourself away because of what hurt you. Healing is possible. New beginnings are possible. Peace is possible. Step forward. Slowly if needed. Carefully if needed. But step forward. A small step toward healing is still movement. A small step toward faith is still progress. A small step toward a better tomorrow still matters. If today feels difficult, remember, you do not have to solve your entire life today. Just take the next right step. Just choose the next good decision. Just continue. The road unfolds as you walk. Trust the journey. Trust the lessons. Trust that your story is still becoming something meaningful. If these words reached your heart and you are ready to release the weight you were never meant to carry, write, "I choose peace" in the comments. Let those words remind you that worry does not have to control your future. Continue listening until the end because there are still messages ahead that will renew your strength and remind you that your journey has purpose. Remember this: you are allowed to heal. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to experience joy after difficult seasons. The past taught you. The present is shaping you. The future still holds chapters you have not seen. Keep your heart open. Keep walking with faith. Keep choosing hope. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to remind you of something that your heart needs to hold on to when the road feels long. The chapter you are living right now is not the final chapter of your story. The situation you see today is not the complete picture. The emotions you feel in this moment are not the limit of what your future can become. You have looked at certain areas of your life and wondered, will this ever change? Will I ever understand why I had to walk through this? Will the things I have carried for so long ever become lighter? I heard those questions. I heard them when you spoke them. I heard them when you only felt them. I heard them when you had no words left. And I want you to remember, a season of waiting does not mean a season without purpose. A season of silence does not mean you are forgotten. A season of growth does not always look like progress from the outside. Some of the most important changes happen where no one can see. My child, look at nature. Before a flower appears above the ground, something is happening beneath it. Before a tree reaches high into the sky, roots are growing in hidden places. Before a new morning arrives, the world passes through the quiet of night. The hidden moments matter. Your hidden moments matter. The prayers no one heard. The tears no one saw. The battles no one knew about. The decisions you made when nobody was watching. They mattered. They shaped you. They strengthened you. Do not believe that only visible success has value. A transformed heart has value. A peaceful spirit has value. A life filled with kindness and wisdom has value. The world may look at appearances, but I see deeper. I see the heart. I see the growth. I see the person you are becoming. There were times when you thought you were losing yourself, but you were actually discovering what truly mattered. You learned that not every opinion deserves your attention. You learned that peace is more valuable than approval. You learn that kindness is strength. You learn that forgiveness brings freedom. You learn that patience creates wisdom. These lessons did not come easily, but they became part of who you are. Do not regret the growth that came from difficult places. You are wiser now. You are stronger now. You understand things now that you once could not understand. Give yourself permission to recognize your progress. You often encourage others but criticize yourself. You show patience to others but demand perfection from yourself. You remind others that they can begin again, but you struggle to believe the same truth for your own life. Receive the same grace you give. Speak to yourself with kindness. Growth does not require hatred toward who you were. Growth requires love for who you are becoming. You are learning. You are improving. You are moving. Keep going. Remember the story of the lost sheep. The shepherd noticed the one that was missing. The shepherd cared. The shepherd searched. The shepherd carried it home. That is the picture of compassion. You are not forgotten because you feel far away. You are not unseen because you feel alone. You are not without value because you have struggled. Your worth is deeper than your circumstances. Do not let a difficult moment rename you. You are not your fear. You are not your mistake. You are not your disappointment. You are a person still growing through the journey. There is more ahead. More wisdom. More love. More opportunities to become better. But you must continue. You cannot allow yesterday's pain to convince you to stop walking toward tomorrow. Imagine if a seed refused to grow because the ground around it was dark. It would never discover the sunlight waiting above. Sometimes growth begins in uncomfortable places. Sometimes change starts before you feel ready. Sometimes the next chapter begins with one small step of courage. Take that step. Forgive what needs forgiveness. Release what needs releasing. Begin what needs beginning. You do not need to transform everything in one day. Just choose the next right thing. One step can create direction. One choice can begin change. One moment of faith can move your heart forward. Do not underestimate today. Today is where growth happens. Today is where love is shown. Today is where choices are made. Many people wait for the perfect moment and miss the opportunities already in front of them. Use what you have. Start where you are. Do what you can. Small acts done with love can create a greater impact than you realize. The person you encourage today may remember your words for years. The kindness you show today may restore someone's hope. The patience you practice today may bring peace where frustration could have grown. Your life touches others. Your choices matter. Your presence matters. Never believe the lie that you have nothing to offer. Your story carries lessons. Your heart carries compassion. Your journey carries wisdom. Use what has grown inside you. Let your difficult seasons make you more understanding. Let your challenges make you more compassionate. Let your growth become encouragement for others. The world needs people who choose love after experiencing pain. The world needs people who choose hope after walking through storms. Be that light. Keep shining, even if your light feels small. A small light still changes a dark room. Do not measure impact only by size. Measure it by sincerity. A sincere heart can touch lives in ways you may never know. Continue. Continue loving. Continue learning. Continue becoming. And when you become tired, rest. Rest is not quitting. Rest is renewing. Even the earth has seasons. Even the fields need time. Even strong people need quiet moments. Give yourself permission to breathe. You are not falling behind because you need restoration. You are caring for what has been entrusted to you. Your heart matters. Your peace matters. Your growth matters. Protect them. As you continue forward, remember that you do not need to know every detail of the future. You only need enough courage for the next step. The road will unfold. The lessons will come. The wisdom will grow. Trust the journey. Trust the process. Keep walking. If these words are bringing encouragement to your heart, and you believe that your story still has beautiful chapters ahead, write, "I will continue with faith," in the comments. Let those words remind you and others that the journey is not finished. Stay with this message until the end because there are still words ahead that will help you hold on to hope, walk with courage, and remember the value of your life. Remember this: your hidden growth matters. Your quiet strength matters. Your journey matters. You are not behind. You are becoming. Keep believing. Keep growing. Keep walking forward. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because today I want to speak to the part of your heart that has been quietly waiting for reassurance. You have been walking for a long time. You have been learning. You have been growing. You have been carrying lessons from every season you passed through. And sometimes you wonder, am I truly changing? Am I becoming who I was created to become? Does everything I experienced have meaning? I want you to hear this clearly. Nothing that helped your heart grow was wasted. Nothing that taught you wisdom was meaningless. Nothing that created compassion inside you was without purpose. You may not understand every road you walked, but every step has shaped you. The easy moments taught you gratitude. The difficult moments taught you endurance. The uncertain moments taught you trust. The painful moments taught you compassion. Your journey has been creating something deeper inside you. My child, I know there were seasons when you wanted answers immediately. You wanted the door to open quickly. You wanted the confusion to disappear. You wanted the situation to change overnight. But sometimes the greatest transformation is not what changes around you. Sometimes the greatest transformation is what changes within you. A stronger heart, a calmer mind, a wiser perspective, a deeper understanding. These things are treasures. Do not ignore the invisible blessings because you are only looking for visible changes. A person can have many things and still lack peace. But a heart filled with peace carries something valuable. Protect that peace. Do not give every worry permission to control your thoughts. Do not allow every negative word to live inside your mind. Do not let yesterday's pain decide tomorrow's possibilities. You have a choice each day. You can feed fear, or you can feed faith. You can hold bitterness, or you can choose freedom. You can stay focused on what went wrong, or you can begin noticing what is still possible. Choose what brings life. Your focus shapes your direction. If you constantly look backward, it becomes difficult to move forward. Learn from yesterday, but do not live there. The lessons belong with you. The weight does not. Release the weight. Release the old words that made you question your value. Release the moments that keep telling you that you cannot change. Release the fear that says the future must look like the past. A new chapter requires the courage to turn the page. And today, I am inviting you to turn the page. Not because everything behind you was easy. Not because every question has been answered. But because your story is still continuing. There is still more growth ahead. There is still more love to give. There is still more wisdom to gain. There are still moments waiting that you have not experienced yet. Do not stop walking before you reach them. Remember the story of Ruth. She experienced loss. She faced uncertainty. She walked into an unknown future. But she continued with faith, loyalty, and courage. She could not see everything ahead. She only knew the next step. And sometimes that is all you need. The next step. Not the whole road. Not every answer. Just enough courage to move forward today. You have spent many moments worrying about things outside your control. But peace grows when you focus on what has been placed in front of you. Love today. Grow today. Forgive today. Learn today. Take today's step. Tomorrow will come with its own lessons. Do not carry tomorrow's weight before tomorrow arrives. Your heart needs space to breathe. Your mind needs moments of stillness. Your spirit needs renewal. Slow down. Listen. Notice the quiet blessings around you. Sometimes you search for something extraordinary while missing the simple gifts already present. The kindness of someone who cares. The beauty of a peaceful moment. The opportunity to begin again. The wisdom gained from experience. These are gifts too. Recognize them. A thankful heart changes the way you see your journey. Gratitude does not mean life has no challenges. It means challenges are not the only things you see. You also see hope. You also see growth. You also see possibilities. Keep your eyes open for goodness. It is still there, even in difficult seasons, even during waiting, even when life looks different than expected. There is still something meaningful to discover. There is still something beautiful to create. You are not finished. You are becoming. Never forget that. Do not let comparison steal your appreciation for your own path. Someone else's progress does not erase yours. Someone else's success does not reduce your value. Someone else's season does not determine your timing. Walk your journey. Your path has lessons designed for your growth. A flower does not question its beauty because another flower blooms first. It simply grows when its season arrives. Continue growing. Continue learning. Continue becoming stronger. Your season has purpose. Your steps matter. Your life matters. There will be times when people do not understand your journey. That is okay. Not everyone knows what it took for you to reach this moment. Not everyone saw the battles. Not everyone saw the prayers. Not everyone saw the courage it required to keep moving. But I saw the strength hidden behind your quiet moments. I saw the hope you protected when everything felt uncertain. I saw the love you continued giving. And I want you to continue. Keep choosing kindness. Keep choosing patience. Keep choosing forgiveness. Keep choosing what helps your heart grow. Because the person you become is one of the greatest parts of the journey. Do not lose yourself chasing things that cannot bring lasting peace. Choose what matters. Choose relationships built on love. Choose actions guided by wisdom. Choose words that bring encouragement. Choose a life that reflects goodness. The world needs more hearts that choose compassion. The world needs people who understand struggles and still choose hope. Your experiences can help someone else. Your encouragement can lift someone else. Your story can remind another person not to quit. Never believe your life has no impact. Even a small candle changes a dark room. Even a small act of love can create a powerful difference. Keep shining. Keep giving. Keep believing. And when you become tired, return to peace. Rest. Reflect. Renew. Then continue. The journey is not about never becoming tired. The journey is about continuing with a heart that keeps returning to hope. If these words touched your heart and you believe your journey still has purpose, write, "I still have hope" in the comments. Let your words encourage someone else who may need a reminder that their story is not over. Continue watching until the end because the final message ahead will bring everything together and remind you of the strength, love, and purpose that still remain within you. Remember this. You are not your hardest day. You are not your biggest struggle. You are not the moments that tested you. You are the growth that came after. You are the courage that continued. You are the heart that kept believing. Keep walking forward. Keep trusting. Keep choosing hope. I am still guiding your steps. Amen. Listen carefully, because this final message is not an ending. It is a reminder that a new beginning is always possible when your heart chooses faith over fear. I know the journey you have walked. I know every season that shaped you. I know every moment when you wondered if you had enough strength left to continue. I know the battles that happened quietly inside your heart while the world around you continued like nothing was wrong. I saw the moments when you smiled but carried questions. I saw the moments when you helped others while secretly needing encouragement yourself. I saw the moments when you prayed, waited, hoped, and wondered when things would change. Nothing was hidden from me. Not one tear. Not one thought. Not one moment of courage. Every step mattered. Every lesson mattered. Every time you chose to continue mattered. My child, I want you to understand something today. Your life is not measured only by the moments that were easy. Your strength was also revealed through the moments that tested you. Your wisdom was created through lessons. Your compassion grew through understanding. Your faith became deeper through seasons where you had to trust without seeing everything ahead. Do not look back at your journey only remembering the pain. Look back and see the growth. Look back and see the courage. Look back and see how many times you thought you could not continue, but you did. The storm came, but you kept walking. The questions came, but you kept searching for hope. The disappointment came, but your heart kept believing. That means something. You are stronger than you realize. You have grown more than you know. And your story is still being written. Do not let yesterday convince you that tomorrow cannot be beautiful. Do not let one closed door make you believe no other path exists. Do not let one difficult season make you think every season ahead will look the same. Life changes. Hearts heal. New chapters begin. A tree that loses leaves in one season can bloom again in another. A field that looks empty today can carry a harvest tomorrow. A night that feels long still meets the morning. Hold on to hope. There are things ahead that you have not seen yet. There are moments of joy you have not experienced yet. There are lessons that will bring understanding. There are opportunities that will help you grow. Do not stop before the next chapter unfolds. Remember all the stories of those who walked through uncertainty before you. Joseph did not understand every step while he was walking through difficulty. David faced battles before victories. Moses had questions before leading forward. Esther faced uncertainty before stepping into purpose. Their journeys had chapters of waiting. Their journeys had moments of courage. Their journeys required trust. And your journey requires trust too. You do not need every answer today. You do not need the entire road revealed. You only need to take the next step with faith. One step, then another's, then another's. That is how a journey continues. Stop putting pressure on yourself to understand everything immediately. Some answers come with time. Some lessons become clear later. Some things make sense only when you look back and see how every piece was connected. Trust the process. Trust the growth happening inside you. You are becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Do not underestimate the person you are becoming. The world often celebrates what people achieve, but I also see what people overcome. I see the patience you developed. I see the kindness you protected. I see the love you continued giving. I see the courage you showed when nobody noticed. Those things matter. A beautiful life is not only built from great moments. It is built from daily choices. Choosing love. Choosing forgiveness. Choosing gratitude. Choosing hope. Choosing to become better. Continue making those choices. Every day is a seed. Every action plants something. Plant what you want to see grow. If you want more peace, practice peace. If you want more kindness, give kindness. If you want a stronger heart, continue choosing faith. What you nurture becomes stronger. Protect what grows inside you. Do not allow negativity to take over your thoughts. Do not allow fear to control your decisions. Do not allow the past to steal the possibilities of the future. You have learned from yesterday. Now walk into tomorrow with wisdom. Release what you cannot change. Hold on to what helps you grow. Let go of the burdens that were never meant to stay with you forever. Forgive. Heal. Continue. There is freedom in releasing what has already taught you its lesson. There is peace in accepting that every chapter played a role in your growth. There is strength in choosing to move forward. You may not be able to control every situation around you, but you can choose the condition of your heart. Choose a heart that remains loving. Choose a heart that remains thankful. Choose a heart that remains open to new beginnings. The future is not something to fear. It is a place where more growth can happen. Walk toward it with courage. Walk toward it with wisdom. Walk toward it with hope. There will still be challenges. There will still be lessons. There will still be moments that require patience. But remember what you have already overcome. You have proof that you can continue. You have proof that difficult days can pass. You have proof that strength can rise again. Never forget that. When life feels uncertain, return to peace. When fear becomes loud, remember truth. When you feel tired, allow yourself to rest and renew. You do not need to run every moment. Sometimes growth happens while standing still and learning. Sometimes strength returns in quiet places. Be patient with yourself. The same patience you give others, give to yourself. The same kindness you show others, show to yourself. You are still learning. You are still becoming. And that is okay. Continue walking. Continue loving. Continue trusting. Your story can become encouragement for someone else. The lessons you learned can become wisdom someone needs. The kindness you show can become a light in someone's dark moment. Never think your life does not matter. A single light can change darkness. A single act of love can touch a heart. A single word of encouragement can help someone continue. You have more influence than you realize. Use your life to bring hope. Use your experiences to create compassion. Use your journey to remind others that they can keep going too. If you have listened until this moment, remember this. You were meant to hear that your story is not finished. Your heart can heal. Your hope can rise again. Your future can hold new chapters. Keep believing. Keep growing. Keep walking forward. If this message touched your heart and you are ready to continue your journey with faith, write, "Amen, I trust you" in the comments. Let those words become a declaration that fear will not control your future and that hope is still alive within you. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement today. Your simple act of sharing may bring comfort to a heart that is silently searching for strength. And if these words have brought peace, hope, or encouragement to your life, and you feel happy supporting this ministry, you can help through the link given below. Your kindness helps this message continue reaching people who need light, faith, and encouragement. Remember this final truth. I saw every step behind you. I am with you in this moment, and I will guide every step ahead. You are not forgotten. You are not without purpose. You are still growing. You are still loved. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. Keep walking forward. The story is not over. A new chapter is beginning. Amen.